Alrighty, hey again everyone. We're finally back with some more Minecraft. It's been a little bit since Pokemon ZA came out, but we are finally back to playing some Minecraft. For almost about a month here, it looks like. Wow. It's been a good little bit. Last time, I couldn't even tell you what we did last time, to be frank, but we are currently on day 323. We finished building up to the tippy top of our tower here, and I believe one of the big things I had mentioned that I wanted to do was I wanted to redo the glass ceiling that I have in here. So we'll work on that at some point, but I don't feel like doing that today because that's just going to take a lot of time, and that's dumb for now. It's dumb for now is what it is. But last time, I believe we had spent some extra time working on our actual base. So all of the bits and pieces that are just down below. And we're gonna see if we've got anything else we want to do. So we've worked on implementing our storage system. We moved everything from down below all the way up into here now. So we've got our storage area up here. It's chilling. It's cool. And I should have a bedroom up at the top where I just was. Duh. Alright, yeah. So we were in the middle of sorting out some extra inventory and working on decorating this whole area. That being said, we have a lot of leftover space to get through here, so we need a lot of spruce wood to fill in the remaining gaps and whatnot. So we're going to work on that, but we need actual materials for that first. So we're going to try and remember where the hell everything is. Okay, we got our deep slate there, calcite, glass. It's a bunch of random bits and pieces from when I was building some extra stuff here. So we're going to try our best to sort everything out best we can. Like so. And we got some slabs. And some extra calcite, which I can't put away yet. Stairs, fences. There we go. We'll do that. And we should have a cobblestone box, if I'm not mistaken. Rather a handful of them, because we do have a lot of cobblestone. And we should have a glass box. There we go. And we're just going to go ahead and empty out all of our shulker boxes. Nice and simple. So let's go ahead and grab everything we can. Get all this tucked away. And then we'll probably just take some time to go through the trial chamber or something, or maybe we should go Ocean Monument raiding, because we actually would like to get a hold of some sponges, because we haven't gotten any of those yet. It's a little disappointing. Sponges are very nice to have. I'll take these too. And we actually need to head across the way here, because this is where I should have put all of my wood and things like that. If I remember, here it is. There we go. Saplings should be close by. Yep, they sure are. Alright, let's see here. A lot of our growables, things like that. Yep. Some extra trapdoors and some slabs. And fence gates, or fences in general, should be there. I should have had a general purpose wood chest where I could have put ladders back and whatnot. So let's take a peek around for that. I'll know it when I see it. We got a lot of extra space we can work with now too, so we'll have to get with that at some point. Ah, here it is. Perfect. Tuck that away, and our sticks. And we actually have some additional junk we can go ahead and toss away here. Just for a minute. I'm gonna dump those in there. There we go. Alright, cool. And we got some spruce saplings, we can go ahead and put those away. We've got our pickaxe box here that's hanging out. Also with our leftover tools, that's good. And we've got our ender chest, that's nice. I don't have a crafting table and some other bits and pieces, so we're going to actually take out half of these logs and we'll put them back in there. We don't need a whole lot of wood for a lot of stuff, but when we do need it, we really need it, so it's important to have a little bit of extra on hand. That being said, we do have, I guess, a trapdoor section, and then we can have doors at the bottom since they're going to be pretty infrequently used. We've got our lighting section as well, with some more torches. There we go. We'll just dump the lanterns in there for now. I'll have to split these out a little bit more at some point, but this is fine for now. And we've got a chipped anvil and 7 polished deep slate, which we also need to go put back. I'm assuming one of these is where I would have had my actual anvil at some point too. So we'll just set that there for now. That should be good. We can keep some extra goodies in there because I don't have a big need to do anything with them for now. So that should be okay. Put that away. And with that being said, all we really need to do now is I'd like to pick up my extra shulker boxes and go keep them in an ender chest. And I also would like to make an extra crafting table. And we'll grab like a little extra cobblestone. And we're going to make ourselves a spare furnace. Can't go wrong with having a spare furnace, now can you? And we'll probably keep like a shulker box of cobblestone on hand too, just for general use as we kind of do stuff around the world. We have enough of it to spare, so we don't have to exactly feel bad about taking anything. So let's just go ahead and clear up our inventory here a little bit. Get all this moved around. Maybe we'll go raid some bastions today too instead. We should also take advantage of the night because we need more gunpowder like usual for more firework rockets. Can't go too wrong with having more firework rockets now, can you? And we need more ender chests because we actually don't have a whole lot of them either. So I should have some reserved obsidian, just a bit. So we'll have to eventually make more pit stops to get more, but with this we can at least make like 2 more, so that should be okay. Make 2 more ender chests real quick, and then we do have a crafting table here, perfect. 2 more ender chests, there we go. We're gonna leave one of them up here in our base, and then we're gonna go ahead and check around for our plantable chest, because I should have a healthy stock of flowers, if I'm not mistaken. So we can get a hold of some extra dye. There we go. So, I'm trying to think what dyes I really want for right now. I think I want this to be light blue for my diamond tools. Let's go ahead and grab some bone meal to turn into white dye. We get some blue dye, we can turn it into light blue dye. And then we'll also have to dye our bundles at some point too, I'm sure, but we're not going to worry about that for now. I want a red box as well for my firework rockets, because I also need a pretty big pack of those too. So we're going to go ahead and make some red dye. We got a decent little chunk of gunpowder left, so that's okay. But we'll have to get some more. And let's see here. Oh yeah, we got a nice little stack of diamond too. Blue. Yes, here we go. Go ahead and make some light blue dye. There we go. And we're just gonna pick one of these after I double check my inner chest. Yep. We're gonna pick one of these. Go ahead and make a red shulker box. There we go. And we'll dump in an extra stack of fireworks. Keep it nice and simple. And we should probably get some gray dye as well in there. Now, just out of curiosity, where would we want to put dyes? I guess we could put them in with the flowers since it makes, it makes enough sense. There's nothing wrong with that. Animal products, we got some ink sacs and some more bone meal. Should be able to make gray dye. Black and white make gray. Here we go, and we'll dye that gray. And, we'll go ahead and put that in there. And we'll put that in there, and we'll put that in there, and then the remaining ones can just be in our inventory. So that should be all good. I really, really wish there was another way to get black dye. Well, I know there's wither roses, but I haven't built my wither farm yet, my wither skeleton farm, so... More specifically, the wither rose farm attachment that I would like to design for all my other shit, but I haven't gotten that far yet. That being said, we're going to take a quick pop down into the world, and we're going to go beat the crap out of a bunch of creepers, because we want their gunpowder. We need a lot of it, so... The more gunpowder we get, the better off we're going to be here. And spider eyes and stuff. Although they can try, but they ain't going to get me. Yeah, I thought I hit with that second one. So I also conveniently... Ooh, don't like you. I don't like you. You should, die. Uh-oh. Bad spot. We got too much tall grass around here for us to, effectively get this guy without backing up a step, so... Well, I took the time to do that. Where did all my aim go from yesterday? Man, that's a bit of a shame. Oh, right, we've got our bridge that leads straight through to the other range, and the tunnel that goes with that, so that's pretty nice. See just how imposing this thing is, too. Again, too thin at the top, but honestly, it's starting to grow on me a little bit more now that I've seen it from this angle, so... We can work something into that to probably make it look a little bit better. Or if we lean into it a specific way, we might be able to not make it look as awkward with how skinny it is, but honestly, it's fine. It's tall and imposing, that's all I really wanted it to be. And mainly just tall, so I actually had the extra height to work with, so that's all good. We need more gunpowder, because we need more fireworks. We're going to be taking tours throughout the nether to try and get a hold of a netherite upgrade, which we're looking for a treasure bastion if that's going to be the case, but we have yet to find one. I know I've flown out for a couple hundred blocks or so in one direction, and was unable to find anything last time, but that was a time enough ago that we should be able to get something by now. Probably. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Lucky that one didn't get me. And we have plenty of armor here, so we're pretty beefed up, so they're not gonna really do anything, but it is better safe than sorry. Now we got pretty much nothing else hanging out around here. Like how you can see it poke throughout the mountains too. But no, I don't think we're going to get many more creepers than that, unfortunately, since everything else seems to be relegated to the mountains nearby that I still need to take some time to light up. That takes time. I should also have like a signboard somewhere in my base so I actually have an idea of what I want to do in the near future. I got a couple of things I want to do, but actually having them on something would be pretty nice to have, so... And see, we're still not perfectly safe here, because, again, we didn't light up everything. Ah, just missed him. Ah, it's alright. Oh, we'll pop in a base here real quick and see what else we got going on. I should seal that off from everything at some point too, but that's alright. We'll go ahead and hop on up to our base here real quick. There we go. We still need to get a hold of some more blast furnaces and stuff like that, so I have to work on that at some point. Yeah, I got a tiny, tiny little chunk of gunpowder out of that. That's okay. It's passable. We need to maybe have a garbage can to throw those out into, because we have a decent little bit of junk from all that that I just don't care about. Put that away, put that away. There we go. And we got some dirt we can go tuck away on the other side as well. So we'll go ahead and pop on over and do that, and then we will take a trip into the Nether. I remember where I put my dirt. It's all my other types of dirt, but not dirt itself. There's dirt itself. There we go. We're also going to make sure our spawn point's set, because there's a good chance I'm going to go to the end to go try and mine some of the obsidian pillars out for more of their obsidian, since we've used a fairly big chunk for ender chest. Which we'll go ahead and store like an extra one up here. So, but yep, our spawn point set, good. And we'll pop on down into the world. See, we got our trees growing in the back there still, so that's all good. And our good old nether portal. So, yeah, we're going to be taking a flight through the nether to go look for some smithing templates, and hopefully we can go ahead and get some. We should also move this portal closer to our base at some point, but at the same time, I do kind of like that it's out of the way a little bit more, so that we don't have to listen to the portal so much, you know? And this is already all built with it being in mind at that spot, so maybe we'll just add like a covering to it, or we'll have like an extended part of our base that stretches out into that cave and fully integrate it into our stuff. That's right, we had a gas chute here last time, if I'm not mistaken. I'm also on the hunt for Soul Speed 2 at some point. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that as well. But again, it's neither here nor there. We're just going to try burrowing through as well for now. Because I feel like there's a massive part outside of here that I haven't been able to get to yet, so... Because it's all been surrounded by Basalt Delta. Oh, that's bad. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if we're breaking out of this easily or not. Well, we got out into something at least, but doesn't look like it's a whole lot. Except for maybe over there. Yeah, here we go. Here we go, this is much more open, much better. Got a ghast over there. We've got our same old nether fortress here. So, good chance we've already been out and around this way. Our lights are doing very good. Oh, I just realized. I wonder if I could use Pyre. Hang on. Let's try that. F3 and A, was it? Nope, it was not F3 and A. What was it? F3 and 6 was the new menu. Let's look this up because I've forgotten because I have not played for a month. Let's see here. F3 and 1. That's what it was, right? There we go. And then from here, we literally just go through and we're looking for, I think, tick, block entities. Yep. All right. So somewhere relatively nearby, we do have. I'm going to turn down our render distance a good bit. It won't do us much good in the nether anyway, so it works out. Okay, so it's greater than 12 chunks away, but less than 32. Oh, we got a chest we're coming up on into. Oh, perfect. And Bastion. Perfect. I want this little guy. And these things are a little annoying to find, so... Okay, we got a Bastion that is non-treasure, so... Got a Brute there. You tried it. We're in full prot for diamond, but we still need to be extra careful of brutes because they do hurt. They hurt very bad. And I don't have any aim on me at all because I can't aim for shit. I think it's a rare chance to get a template from all the bastions, but it's guaranteed a treasure specifically. So we may be out in the world for a little while to try and find some stuff. Also, we could find any chest in general, that would be awesome, but... Man, my aim sucks ass, dude. There we go. Uh-oh. Alright, got a whole hoglin there. We'll get that chest back below us a little bit later. For now, I just want to do a little scouting, but it hardly matters by the looks of it, so... Piglin Brute nearby. Let's just do a little bit of something like that. Oh, we got a snout banner pattern. Cool. These are unstackable. Nice. And everything else, this would have been cooler early game, but everything else fucking sucks. So, yeah, nice. Anyways, let's go back down and grab that chest real quick that we were talking about a little earlier. I have forgotten where it was. Yep, that's on me. Should have went for it sooner. Oh, a gold block. Well, we're taking that. You're not getting anywhere close to me, bud. Alright, let's retrace our steps here a bit. Oh, found it. Uh-oh. Okay, luckily they don't know how to walk, so that works out for me pretty well. We'll take it. Little template. Got some extra gold carrots too, bomb blocks, they're fine. Soul speed 3 golden boots. We'll take those. Those are okay. We'll probably make these like our perfect boots for like gold so we can dodge piglins a lot better, so we'll put, you know, depth, well, we don't, I guess I don't need depth strider, right? But, you know, we'll put on breaking 3, mending, and protection 4, and all that kind of good stuff on them. It's just not going to matter too much since they're gold and they have really low durability, but you know, it's fine. We take those. Gotta be happy with what you get, right? Although if there was a, I don't know, a Soul Speed 3 book in one of these chests, I would be pretty happy with that too. I'm just saying. Get some distance here for a little bit. We've got more Bastion up top we can try and get to, but there we go. We want the Brute dead first. That arrow went straight through him, I know it did. There we go. Alright, got some extra obsidian, another snap banner pattern, and not a whole lot else. Ancient debris, now that's good. Iron blocks, I mean, we'll take them to iron. You know, you can't not take the iron. And otherwise, this was kind of disappointing. I won't lie. That's because it wasn't a treasure bastion, obviously. But that's alright. Right, you were here. Alright, that being said, let's go ahead and get out one of our spare bundles. And we've cleaned up most of our inventory again because of that. Nice. Oh, you shouldn't be doing that, bud. Maybe you could have lived, but no. Alright, let's keep going. We're still within distance of that older bastion, if I'm not mistaken. No, we should be out of it by now. Now we're out of it. Mob spawner and chest, so we're either near a nether fortress or we're near a bastion, but a treasure bastion. Alright, we've gone farther away from it, so we've gone the wrong direction. Alright. It should be out to our right more. Yep. It's gonna be out to our right a lot more here, it looks like. Too far. Too far again. Right ahead then? Right ahead it is. Alright. Too far straight ahead. Nether fortress. tough. Chest though, this way. We doing on Electra, good. Hey, there we go. We got another bastion. We need a safe landing spot. We need to switch armor immediately. There we go. It feels like that's about to be a bad way. Yep, sure enough it was. Oh, okay. My aim's just shittier than yours, fair enough. Oh, hey, bud. Alright, let's get out onto some flat terrain here. Good shot. Nice, good double. Alrighty. This doesn't appear to be a oh, well, maybe this is a treasure bastion. If you notice there on our pie ray, rather our pie chart, specifically, we had a mob spawner in sight. And these are the only ones, only bastion types that have mob spawners. So there's a very high chance that we're at a treasure bastion, and as long as we can work our way downwards, we ought to be... we ought to be able to get everything from there. Make sure there's nothing back behind me. Nope, just the brute in front. We got all the time in the world today since it is Sunday, November 2nd, but that's alright. This could get a little hairy since we're near a ledge here, but I think we'll be okay. There we go. Alright. There we go. Alright, it should get us safely down. Nope. That's why I pillared up as well, because I had a feeling that was going to happen. Alright, there we go. Old blocks, crying obsidian. First time we got crying obsidian apparently, so we'll take that. Yeah, it's probably safe. That's a zombie pigman, we don't gotta worry about him. Pull those hoglins out of the way too. He's burning. There's something weird happening down here. That was odd. Huh. Looks like they killed a hoglin, it looks like. I haven't actually seen that yet, funny enough. It's the first time I ever got to see them do their little victory dance. Alright. Doing good, we're whittling our way down. If there's a treasure bastion, I have yet to see the treasure hoard. And in fact, I should have seen it by now. Which makes me a little skeptical that this is actually a treasure bastion. And maybe there's just another fortress nearby with a blaze spawner, which disappoints me. Did you like... No. Okay, you don't have to stand still, I guess. Oh, hey, bud. Hit him so hard it knocked him out of range, huh? That brute sees me. That one does for sure. Oh, shit. Hey, remember, we can build and they can't. I mention that because building is gonna save us. Alright, we're gonna jump this. There we go, that'll get us away from all the other shit that's over there. That'll be good. Got two brutes chilling over there. Alright, one brute chilling over there now. Give them toes, boy. You're getting stuck on blocks, man. There we go. Alright, so this was not a treasure bastion after all. Which disappoints me, because that would have been nice to wrap that up, but I suppose we'll have to keep searching, just for a little bit. hopefully for a little bit. I don't want to exactly spend all of today searching or anything, so. Piglin Brute out to our sides again. Uh-oh. Heard that. I'm gonna assume that was some XP falling into the lava there. Oh, we got everything we could out of this, so we are gonna bail. Going the wrong way, we want to go -X. Oh boy, not that we can for too long, because we are out of space. There we go, clean up our inventory a little bit here. That's about as far -X as we can go, unless we double back a bit here on the Z-axis. Ow. Chest and spawner. It's either a nether fortress or a treasure bastion. We've gone a little bit too far away. Alright. Yeah, we are gonna be searching for a while here, huh? And it's another fortress again. Man. We are getting brutally unlucky here. A handful of bastions we do find aren't even treasure ones, and they barely have any fucking chests in them to begin with. Now that's a bastion. And it's not a treasure bastion, but a bastion all the same, and it's got some gold in it. That is worth getting. In fact, we're gonna take a quick... It's somewhere deeper in there. There it is, there's my ender chest. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do real quick. We're gonna grab that, and we're gonna get a couple stacks of cobblestone, and we're gonna break this, put it back. Make sure we use our silk touch pickaxe here. There we go, put that back in there. We're gonna pillar up, go snag all that gold, and then we'll try and scout for other stuff, but realistically, since the gold, this might be a treasure bastion. This is feeling like it. It goes down to lava pretty deep, and I feel like this would be it. We'll break in at the bottom after we break this out of the top, so... No, this won't be a treasure bastion. This is the bridge one, isn't it? Right? We're still going to take that for the gold, though, of course, because gold is pretty good for a lot of our stuff that we need. It's certainly much better than to have it than to not. break in here a little bit, but I think I already know the answer here, so. Yeah, there ain't nothing here worth getting other than that gold that we just got, so. And we can look around for the chests and stuff too, but again, these are pretty large and complicated, so I don't also get a lot of good stuff out of these either. So it's really not worth going for. Like, really, it's not worth going for, so. So we're gonna go ahead and bail out real quick. Grab our elytra, get our rockets again. And out we go. Going positive Z still, running word for us at least. And otherwise, we're just gonna keep flying through the nether here. Ooh, I don't like that. Nether fortress nearby too, by the looks of it. Yep, it's a little bit buried, but it is there. Bastion spawner nearby, you know the deal. It's either a fortress or a bastion, or a treasure bastion specifically. Given our luck, it is probably a fortress again. Yep, it was another fortress. That is tough. That's still doing pretty well. We got a bastion here again, and it's another bridge considering the gold, so we'll go ahead and land on top of it here real quick. Put on our chest plate just to be safe. If nothing else, it is good to get a hold of all this gold. Because we are constantly in need of gold for villager stuff, so yeah, you know, we'll take it. Alright, we've got another mob spawner nearby. Had another mob spawner nearby. Different bastion this time. It's the stables one? It's the stables one, you can tell by the nether wart that's down there. That's not cool. Let's just be calm here. There we go. And we'll wait for the burning to stop here a little bit. But we should be okay. Yep, there we go. As long as we're calm and rational about it, we'll be fine. Okay. We're only in here for a quick popover. We don't have a lot of inventory space for a lot now, do we? We also want to get out of Dodge here pretty soon, it looks like. They also seem to be a little bugged, so that's no good. Alright. Couple of things. We're going to go this way. So, that being said, let's pack up what we can in our bundle. I'll have to get another one ready, but that's okay for now. And let's get the hell out of here. Ooh, okay, never mind. That's the way it is. We're down to our last 6 fireworks here without dipping into our box, so unfortunately our time in the Nether is coming up to a close here because I do not want to get stranded out here with no fireworks, basically. Because it will take a very long time to get back on foot. Alright, another bastion. Is this one a treasure bastion? Nope, it's not. Why would it be? We have had quite the bad luck getting through all these here, unfortunately. I hope that it changes, but I've got a bad feeling that it will not. So, yeah, not cool. Got a little bit of gold in various places, but again, hardly any chests dotted around. And we got that chest there, sure, but... Oh, uh-oh. This might have been a bad call for Balin. I think we're bringing Ender Pearl still. Oh, right. Real quick, we're going to make a quick pit stop to get whatever fireworks we have, and when we get down to half fireworks, so we get down to 32 fireworks, we will officially start making the return trip back home, because we will not have enough to get back if we don't. So yeah, we kind of have to. Seriously, there has got to just be one out here somewhere. Monster spawner nearby. Probably just another fortress, but it is still worth checking for. Fortress, yeah. Tough. Very, very tough. Again, I'm still doing this without knowing my world seed or using chunk base, so I would like to keep it that way. Well, it's another bridge, so this one's definitely not treasure, but that doesn't mean that this isn't worth anything. Alright, cool. Well, at the bare minimum, we've almost got a stack of gold blocks out of this, so I mean, hey, I'll take it. That's a fine enough reward in and of itself, so... Yeah, and otherwise there aren't any chests here that are worth getting, or that are easy enough to just pop in, yank, and then get out, you know? But that's alright. Salt Delta. This is gonna get a little hairy. We've also got another spawner of some kind relatively close by. But unfortunately we've had to make a detour because of that delta, so... But it's put us back on the right path towards it. It did briefly. If we head back towards the delta, we should see it again soon. Yep. Back on the right track. This fog is really annoying. And it was a fortress. Oh, there was another one out here. What? How would that bounce off of you? You see what I mean? Like, that was complete bullshit. What the fuck? Well, anyways. Let's keep flying. There's still a lot of world left to get through. We have yet another bridge here. So I'll actually put us at over stack of gold blocks, which is pretty interesting. You don't need to be here. Alright, same deal. Let's go put that back on. We're over a stack of gold blocks, which again is pretty solid. That'll cover us for the rest of our trading hall for a very, very long time, realistically. So that'll be good. I'll go ahead and take this little guy here too with us. Up another bit of chest only. Oh, and a spawner. Uh-oh, too fast. Take it easy now. That's a ceiling. And that's a fortress that we shouldn't probably be in. There we go. Okay. Nailed it. We're going positive X, so I guess we'll start doubling back now just a little bit here. We've made a big enough loop too that as long as we just go positive X, we'll stumble across new stuff on the way back that we haven't made it to before. And our Elytra is still doing okay. It's at a little more than half durability. If needed, we could always pearl through the top of the ceiling and then run or fly back through there since we do have ender pearls, but I don't think we need to pull that out quite yet because I still do want to scout for stuff in the meantime. See, this looks like a new bastion. It's not, because it's another bridge. In fact, this is the one we were just at, so... You may be able to land and take a little rest for now. Yeah, we are having some just awful luck with treasure bastions here, man. It is really unfortunate. We're going positive Z, but we should be going negative Z as well. focus one coordinate at a time here. We're in a pretty big dead zone here too. I mean, we got no structure nearby from this point. Cool word for us though, but another nether fortress, huh? Dang. We had 33 fireworks to work on making it back with, so we've got a decent little supply for now. We're doubling back on ourselves a bit awkwardly here, but that's alright, it'll even out at some point. Nope, that is a dead end that we do not want to touch. Okay, we may need to land and reevaluate here, but we don't have a lot of time because of that ghast. Now we have a little bit more time. Alright, let's sit down here for a second. We want to keep going negative Z, positive X, so we're going to double back a little bit this way. Go through. I'm doing pretty good, Camilla. How you doing? I'm looking for a treasure bastion right now, which is fun. And it's been actually about an hour straight of looking, even with an elytra, and I have unfortunately not found one yet. But I'm getting there. Hopefully I'm getting there. We have picked a bad spot to go through. That's not good. We're being a bit too generous with our fireworks here too, because we are down to our last third. So we're going to need to be a little bit more careful here going forward, because I don't have a lot left for the return trip back home. We may need to just cut our losses and go up to the nether roof, but I'm still not going for that quite yet. We have a ruined portal here though, which I guess we could dismantle. Basically fully built too. It literally just needs one block of obsidian to be fully built, and it even gives it to you. How nice. Ah, it's alright. We're not in a big need for it, so we are going to take the obsidian though. We'll have to pull out our notebook here too, because I actually don't know where my base is right now. And I should have that written down. Alright, let's see our base with the matching nether portal cords Uh-oh. Oh, that's not good. We have gone too far in the X direction by a pretty big margin. Shoot. All right. We're gonna have to cut our losses, and we can try and go negative X for as long as we can, but if we don't save some fireworks for the roof, we're going to have to walk the rest of the way on foot up through the roof, which is not cool or fun. So hopefully we can avoid that. Yeah, and there's nothing else really worth taking there at all. Bit of a shame, really. Alright, well, let's get back to flying here. I'm gonna go negative X, negative Z. We'll find our way through at some point, but... Okay, almost crashed headfirst into another fortress. Let's not do that. Or into this warped forest either. Alright, negative Z. Uh-oh. Okay, we're lucky that didn't end bad. There we go. Another fortress, again. Pretty big one at that, too. Wow, that thing goes on for quite a while. Alright, we should be getting pretty close to home by now. I think we'll have just enough fireworks to carry us back, but not much more than that. And our elytra has taken a pretty big beating from us doing this, so... not cool. Oh shit. This is a treasure bastion, I think. I think out of any of them, this has the best possible chance of it being it, because we haven't seen this lava. Okay, a couple of things. Let's go ahead and get our inventory ready here. That's bad. That's bad. Alright. Okay. This is definitely a treasure bastion. 100% this is a treasure bastion. Yep. Yep. Alright. We actually managed to find one just on our way back, and in fact, we've actually had one close to our place the whole time, apparently, which, yeah, that seems about right. So, took a stack and a half of fireworks in an hour for something that could have taken 10 minutes, but we did get a little unlucky. But we got lucky enough to actually find one in the end when it mattered. So, hey, you know, we take those. Yeah, looking at our nether coordinates here, considering it is negative 3017, negative 126, we're 300 away in the x direction, 500 away in the z direction. So, pretty solid, pretty close. This is a particularly nice one because we get a magma cube spawner, which we're going to keep because we will convert that into a froglite farm at some point, which will be pretty cool. But we don't need to worry about that for now. Negative 2769, negative 602. There we go. Alright, and then the real question is from here, how do we proceed? I'll give you a hint, that ain't it. Let them walk around and blow their own heads off, basically. Here we go. Alright, 9 crying obsidian. Saw a little haul there. I think our best bet is to pearl for it and then immediately build up. After we shoot that fucker off. Get out of here. Put our fireworks away for now too, so we don't risk setting them off by accident. Got a brute there. I have to thin this herd out a little bit. We are lucky he missed. That could have gone bad. That went straight through that skeleton. I know that did. You fucker. Okay. Perfect. Got another brute down. A little something like that. Okay. I'm going to seal this off as best as possible. We need to keep these guys under control here. Ah, we lost a gold block. Dang. That's a bit of a shame. Alright. We got a bit more of a fortress here that we can defend. Perfect. And look at that. We got ourselves an upgrade. 6 diamonds. A little bit of iron. shitty sword, full diamond sword, which I don't particularly care about because I got plenty of diamonds to make diamond swords or to buy them, so it don't really do a whole lot for me. And otherwise, we'll just break the floor out and get rid of everything else. There we go. Alright, cool. Now we need to get out of here. We will come back for that later at some point, but we don't need to worry about that for now. Instead, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to break a small hole out here. And we're just going to pillar straight up, because this is also going to act as a ladder to get us up and down at some point. Because it'll be useful. Fucking seriously? Oh no, you ain't doing it too. Almost out of this shithole. Come on. There we go. Go ahead and turn off our little pie chart for now, because we don't need that anymore. Okay, now we need to poke around the bedrock ceiling here for a little bit. Because we need to find one that has a hole at 127, which would be that one there. Finally pull out our shulker there. There we go. A little bit more cobblestone too while we're at it. Just to do some patchwork. Alright, there we go. We're gonna make a batch of ladders. There we go. Put that away. Put that away. There we go. Alright, and then we want to write down this exact block here. That is the wrong book. So our targeted block, which is going to be at -2771, 127, -608. There we go. So now we can go ahead, launch a pearl on up and through. This will be where we want it as well. And from here, we want to go ahead and get back to our base coordinates. So let's see here. From here, we're going to go, I guess, do some scouting, because I would like to use existing infrastructure as much as possible. So we're going to go ahead and go -X first. Guys, this should get me towards my 3000 highway if I'm not mistaken. Which it does. Perfect. Specifically, it'll go here because this is where I want it to go. And then we basically just run a straight path on through. That'll only be like a 300 block extension that we have to do, which is fine because we should have the packed ice and walls for that. And buttons too. You see our light there at the end of the tunnel if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that certainly is it. There we go. That's what we want to do to mark it, and then otherwise we can just fly on back. Alright, and this should get us back onto our main path. Go ahead and hop in the boat and skedaddle on down. This got us to one of the in-progress paths that we were working on. That's right, so we actually need to go the other direction. That's the new branch we just set up, and then that was towards like a calcite biome or something. Yeah, and then we're back. Cool. And you can see we've already got a little bit extra packed ice and walls, but we don't need to worry about that for today. And we're finally back home with a netherite template upgrade after all that time. So that's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and pop on up to our base and do some organizing here. Alright, and we will head on over to the other side and pack away what we can. Oh, there's all the junk I threw out. That's right. Forgot about that. Alright, valuables. There we go. Wow, we got a nice chunk of gold out of that. That's almost enough for a solid gold beacon, too. That's pretty good. It's pretty freaking good. Alright, let's pack away as much as we can. We're going to put that specially in the corner there, because that one's a little bit more important. And it's technically not an ore, but it's pretty important to have, so we're going to have it. Alright, and then crying obsidian. Alright, and we can tuck that away there. We'll throw the templates like in here for now. We don't really care too much about those. There we go. Ancient debris can go there. Alright, and then otherwise, we'll try and take whatever else we can get a hold of here real quick too. And those are some good boots we're going to want as well. Oh, and then banner patterns. Banner patterns are a little annoying because they are non-stackable, which, hey, I guess that means we can put them in the not-stackable section, but didn't make them any less annoying, though. We loaded up on ender pearls, best we can. And then, let's see here, we've got to put the rest of this away. Could have another section nearby. We certainly do. Other job site blocks. Not remembering where I put those, but that's alright. We're also taking this back with us. Now there's a section that I had buried a lot of job site blocks in. There it is. Perfect. Not necessarily job site blocks, but function blocks. So your lodestones, your furnaces, your blast furnaces, your jukeboxes, things like that. So keep everything buried there. We also need to make more fireworks here. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just pop on up to the tippy top and go sleep here real quick. Take our torches out of our hand. We had to put our ladders away too, but we can just, it's 2 ladders, we'll just throw them out real quick. And yeah, when we have a 12 chunk render distance, hardly anything loads, so it makes the game run smoother, but yeah, no. Where's all the fun at? I'm gonna be able to see as far as possible from here because it's cool. Granted, we can't see a whole lot because it's raining, but still cool to have. There's one of our packed ice caves that we had dug out too when we were stripping for ice, so you can see the damage that we've done to the surrounding terrain. So we will have to eventually patch those up with snow, and then Sandy will patch that up with snow too. That's just a lava pool. And that is like a sheep or something. Otherwise, we've done just about everything I've wanted to for today. We found some netherite, and I know we didn't do a whole lot today, but that's because we are still kind of getting back into the swing of things. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and call it there for today. Thank you all for watching, and I hope to see y'all again next time when we probably just go out and strip mine for a bunch of netherite, because it's time to get some netherite stuff finally. But yeah, bye-bye for now.